The regular recommended daily dose of funny is just not enough. Thankfully, we have extra funny with TJ and Riggins.
"25 years ago today, I became a father."
Oh,
Oh.
that's right.
So that's why I make more out of today being about me than my daughter, whose actual birthday it is.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
It changed my life.
it certainly did.
Wonder what she's going to do for her birthday.
Well, she's in Charleston
Okay.
with her mama.
Uh-oh.
Oh, love it.
And then, that wedding was this weekend. And here's how we are associated with the people in the wedding. Jody's best friend for years and all, they met when Lainey and this woman, her name's Kelly, when Lainey and Kelly's daughter, Reagan, were both babies. Reagan is several months older, enough to be in a grade higher in school, but close enough in the same age that they just grew up together, almost like family, And so Kelly and her husband Rodney have 4 kids, and Reagan was the third one. Then they had another one after that was closer to my son's age. She's a year older than Aiden, and she's the one that was getting married. All the other 3 have already gotten married. So she was the one getting married. And she's a teacher now and all that, which is weird.
Yeah.
When you see little kids that you knew when they were born and all, you've been around them their whole lives. So that's how we knew these people to go to the wedding. So Lainey came in from Nashville to be at the wedding and decided that she was going to stay a couple of extra days and have her birthday there. And I think her little boyfriend is coming into Charleston today. They're going to go to the beach and all kinds of stuff. So Jody's staying there too with our other friends. So Boy and I are home because we had to work.
Womp womp.
Yeah. So Lainey will be there for her birthday in Charleston.
I love that.
I mean, I don't know whether I want to even bother her today, text her happy birthday. I told her happy birthday yesterday before I left because I was there, and I don't know. Do you do that? I mean, she's having fun.
Yeah. No, you text her happy birthday.
She doesn't want to hear from me.
I know you're kidding.
Mm-hmm.
My mom always, without fail, calls me on my birthday, but my dad's hit or miss. I'd say probably 60% of the time he calls, but there have been plenty of years where he doesn't. I mean, it's totally fine with me. It'd be weird anyway.
Yeah, I've missed a couple of years of telling my kids happy birthday, like when I think Aiden was 6, and I forgot his birthday, missed the whole thing. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Just
you got to at
joshing.
least text.
I will. I'm just kidding about the whole thing. Of course, I'm going to put a post on the social medias and do all of that stuff.
Yeah,
you better.
That's my baby girl.
Yeah.
Happy birthday, baby girl.
I can't get over how
Daddy's angel. Well, how grown my children are?
Yeah, I don't have the capability of, I don't know how you do it. Because when you said it's weird seeing her friends that she grew up with having jobs, I can't even see Lainey in person without crying. And I'm not even as close with her, obviously, as you were with.
Yeah. But it's more noticeable in other people's kids than it is when you see your kids every day and you're watching them grow up and all that. It's almost like you don't think about it day to day until you see an old picture of your kids. You go, how long? That was just 6 years ago. Oh man, look how little he was. But when it's other people's kids that you don't see all the time, when you kind of grow apart or you move to different places, when you see them, again after a few years, you're like, wow, it just goes by really fast.
Yeah, and Kyle looked at me when I saw a lady. He's like, "Are you tearing up?" I'm like, "I don't know what to do." It's hard because I knew the last time I really knew her, she was 14, 13,
if
maybe.
that, yeah. And it also makes you, you think about where you are. Wow, how much older am I? If that's the way if she looks this old now and she's drinking legally and all,
Yeah.
how old am I? Yeah.
And they're adults. I mean, it's weird.
Yeah.
Yeah. The drinking thing really gets me.
Yeah.
And she was like, I'll just take a Mick Ultra. And I was like, you mean like a beer?
Yeah, my son's 22 and he doesn't drink. But at the wedding the other night, it was at the reception, I was kind of wedged in my chair, was, hard to get out and get around the table to go over to the bar. And he was on the other side of the table and he'd gone to get himself something. And I asked him to get me another beer. So when he was coming back across the floor with Lainey, and they were like, "Are you drinking beer?"
Oh, gosh.
No, this is for Dad.
Well, and he's old enough, like you said, but
Yeah.
no one sees him like that.
Mm-hmm.
He's more of a whippet guy,
Right.
than alcohol.
Mm-hmm. Model
I'm
blue.
so glad he doesn't drink. I know I've said that before, but
Yeah.
I'm just proud of him. I'm just proud of him because people peer pressure. I mean, I don't know what the kids do today, but
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, you would know, Lindsay. You're the biggest
I
peer
was-
pressure alcohol pusher I know.
I was one of them. Yeah.
She's like, it's just terrible what happens. The peer pressure is so bad. It's like, that's you.
Well, I never
Drink it
pressured
all, you
people to-
bitch. Does that sound familiar?
Yeah. Do it or you're nothing. I never pressured people that did not drink though. Like I knew they drank, so I'd be like, let's do
Not
shots.
counting Rob.
Not counting Rob, I guess.
Wait.
He said
I
he
don't
he had had alcohol before, but he never drank really until you pressured him into it.
What did I do? Did I make him take a shot? I forgot. I really don't remember.
I don't know, but that's the story he's told for years, that you were the one that pressured him into
Yeah.
drinking.
And whatever it was, I mean, it wasn't like you said, drink this beer, because it was whatever you were drinking, and you don't drink beer.
Yeah, I was
So it
doing.
was like, taste my cocktail or whatever.
Yeah. Oh man, I'm the a-hole.
No, I'm glad he did it because he could stand to loosen up a little bit. So I was glad he did it. But
Yeah, and it's not like he's an alcoholic now.
Yeah.
It's not like you did this to him, Lindsay.
yeah.
Yeah.
He doesn't drink a lot now.
No, it was an improvement over Rob. Just say it was funny
But
that
I'm
you were
thinking
pointing
about
it
how
out.
many people I did do that to and who is an alcoholic now. That would be my fault.
Yeah. Sure, it's no one.
Now, my little friend Jenny will taunt you if you stop drinking. Like
Really?
if you're out and you say, I'm through drinking for the night. Like, why are you not drinking? I'm through. After we ate dinner, I'm full. Too full to be drinking beer. And then she'll start calling you names and stuff.
Yeah.
But she doesn't push it on people who don't drink.
She doesn't.
Like, she's not trying to get Aiden to drink all the time.
Yeah.
Good.
Good.
But
He
because
don't
she
need to be
knows
around.
that would mess up one of our drivers.
Good point.
Yeah. It's our
One off the-
DD.
yeah, that's one off the list. We can't afford to have him drinking.
Right.
It's true.
Mm-hmm.
Good point.
But yeah, you were pushing some girly drinks on Rob.
Yeah, clearly
fruity-
he drinks blueberry wine now.
Yeah, fruity things.
It's like, you know what my favorite is? Blueberry wine. I think it's that kind y'all used to talk about.
What was it? What's that?
Stella.
Stella Rosa.
Oh.
I gave him a bunch of that. That Gwen had given me because she endorsed them.
No, he said that he finds it at Aldi's or
Yeah.
something, didn't he?
Uh-huh.
And it's like bright blue. Sounds delicious.
Looks like a Gatorade.
Yeah.
It's electric ice wine.
It does look like that. Why is it so bright?
This is TJ Riggins Extra Funny. Let's go. It's now easier than ever at the homepage, tjriggins.com. The TJ and Riggins Show, Extra Funny, The Week in Review, and all the new and past podcasts. Listen, fast forward, download, and share. Add it to your phone's home screen today.
Table and Twine in Charlotte is ready to help with all your summer adventures, like their new Artisan Picnic Package. It's perfect for your beach and lake days. Ready to eat with no heating or preparation required. Order yours today, tjriggins.com/table and twine.
Thank you for being part of the new radio explosion.
Let's do it!
Now, back to TJ and Riggins Extra Funny.
So our friends that live in Mount Pleasant, South Carolina, which is a twin city to Charleston, there is a bluebird that would always land on their kitchen windowsill and would kind of slam himself up against the window. I don't know what he was doing and whatnot. So I guess they just thought he was stupid. But then Kathy started putting blueberries and little pieces of watermelon out there and then put a little cup with water in it. And he would come up and sit on the windowsill and eat the blueberries. And then they built a house for him and one of those with a camera in it. And the whole thing. So now it's a full obsession.
Yeah.
What do they call that? My bird buddy or bird buddy, something like that. Oh. And so they've got that. And he comes up to the window all the time. And so she's gotten to the point where now when she puts water in his little cup that he drinks from, she puts ice in it because it's been so hot.
Yes.
You know.
I love that.
I do too.
And then now he has a wife that lives in the birdhouse with him, and her name's Linda. The birds' names are Bob and Linda.
Bob and Linda, the bluebirds. Love that.
Yeah, and that Bob and Linda from Bob's Burgers.
Sure,
you know what their names are. But I said you got to be careful because one day when you open that window, he's going to come in the house, and then you're going to be. If he flies inside the house when you open the window to put his food out for him or something, put his little blueberries out, then you're going to be scrambling because you got to get him out of the house, but you don't want to hurt him.
Right.
So, yeah, it'll be a scene.
Yeah.
Scene will be had.
Yeah.
It reminds me of that viral video years ago of the guy that was feeding a hummingbird and it got in his house. And he noticed it was injured, so he nursed it back to health. And then it just started living in his house. And hummingbirds are super fast. So in his news interview, he's like, "I'll be honest, it's like living with damn Tinkerbell," because this thing was just, I mean, just flying like crazy around his house. This is like this gay guy. It's like living with damn Tinkerbell.
I love that.
And I did think for a while when we were trying to figure out what that buzzing was in my attic, whether we had bees in the house or whatnot, I thought it could be a hummingbird up there.
Just buzzing.
Going,
yeah. What I think is going to be more detrimental is when Bob or Linda decide to fly the coop. Because remember that episode of The Sopranos? When Tony was way into those ducks that were in his pool, and all of a sudden, one day they just left. He had to go to therapy. He was like, I don't know what it is. I had this thing that I cared about for once. I'm not this cold-hearted person. And then they left, and it was devastating to them. I bet you that they're this invested, they're going to be crushed when those birds leave.
You can't get invested in a wild animal.
It sounds like they are, though. Those birdhouses with the cameras in it.
Yeah, she is.
It's expensive to have those things.
Well, it's like the time I had the little baby deer in my driveway for, I don't know, maybe a solid month. And then after that, I was just devastated.
Yeah.
The mom came and got her.
Yeah.
I named her.
Yeah. Mom was staggering up there.
Yeah.
Cigarette in her mouth. Been out whoring all this time, left her baby unattended. Oh, trashy ass mama.
I think I was pregnant. I'd wake up and it's 2:00 in the morning. I'd see her feeding it and I would just be crying. But,
yeah, that's crazy. Because she should have that baby taken away. She's going to abandon it for a month.
Right.
It was living on your driveway.
We couldn't park in our garage for a month.
Oh, please.
Because where they leave it, you can't touch it or move it or anything. It was tiny. And it was in some monkey grass. She left it
in the middle of the driveway. So she put monkey grass on the concrete and then dropped the baby there.
it's like, it's hard to explain, but how you get in the garage, there's like a little patch of, it's hard to explain, but yeah, she left it right there.
Okay, that's going to be a difficult situation. You know, if I'm parking in the garage and I can't park because some deer left a baby in the way, I'm probably calling a rehab center to come get the deer.
Well, I did. I did. They said, leave it there. You cannot touch it. Don't feed her. Don't do any, whatever. I was like, are you sure? I'm not seeing anybody feed her. But the mom was coming at night.
Oh, wow.
So you have turned your private property over to some animal. No. I would have picked it up and said, "This mom abandoned this deer, and I need to put it in a rehab place." I'm not letting them take over my property.
Yeah.
But then again, I'm not like, big city folk when it comes to that sort of thing. Was Kyle cool with that?
I mean, he had to be. I was pregnant and I had a 15-month-old. And actually what she said was the mama deer, what they do is they leave it at a house where they hear babies crying, swear, because they know a mother lives there.
Oh my gosh. Is that true?
Wild?
But they think it's another mother deer though, because when baby deer will go, it sounds like a goat or a kid, making that noise. Yeah, they don't think, oh, there's a good mother in there who has, human kids. So
yeah, no.
But still,
isn't that crazy?
Yeah. Taking over my house.
Yeah.
Taking over?
I would have, if you
can't. You can't park in your garage.
Yeah, and you can't park in the driveway either. Did y'all have to park on the road?
We parked in the driveway. We just didn't go all the way up like you would have to do to get into the garage.
Yeah. So I would have said that mom came and got it. He's gone before you woke up one morning.
And what would you have done with it?
Found a rehab place.
Oh,
to take it to. Yeah. No, I'm not killing a baby deer.
Yeah, well, a 2x4 or something. That's what I was thinking.
No, his mama. That's going to be meat on the ground, man, if I get an opportunity for that.
Can you eat a baby deer? I mean, I know you can, but do people eat baby deer?
No. If you kill a baby deer, then that's way, way against the law.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Way against the law.
It sounds like if you can't even touch it in your own driveway, it sounds like it'd be against the law.
But you could have called the animal control people to come get it.
I did.
Wildlife.
She said, we don't get it. You leave it there. We don't get it.
So that was a government agency that told you that?
I don't know. It was like a deer rescue type.
No, there wasn't a government agency. If they're deer rescue something. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you could have called the sheriff.
What happens is the mom leaves it to go gather, food and stuff, and then we'll come back and get it when it's bigger.
Well, and be going, Mom, this is not my child to raise. This is yours. So take this little old ass with you.
Yeah.
Get out of my driveway. I'm ready to get in my garage. It's going to be raining in the morning when I get ready to go to work. So, Bambi's got to go with you.
I was hoping she'd leave it for good, though. After a month, I was attached.
Right. It's like, hey, Mom, how about this? How about you stop whoring for one night and take care of your kid? Get out of the damn bars and streets and take care of your baby.
Yeah.
It's Extra Funny with TJ and Riggins. TJ, Riggins, and Lindsay want to thank you for listening.
Let's go!
This is the TJ and Riggins Show.